Welcome back everybody to the channel. In today's video, we have a massive comic book unboxing. So in this box, we've got some omnibus, we got some deluxe editions as well. And then in addition to that, we've got a nice little stack of used comic book media that I got from Bull place down the street that's closing down. They were having a buy one, get one for free on all pre-owned items. After we go over both hauls, that little small haul I showed you there, and then what's in this box, we'll also do some overviews of the collected edition. So I'll open it up, stretch out the spines, and we'll get a look at some of the art, what you guys can expect if you decide to pick up these collected editions. But let's start off with this box. So first thing right up the top, we have the Daredevil by Marco Cacchetto and Chip Zdarsky omnibus. So this is omnibus volume number 1, collecting a lot of great material in this. I was reading it as it was coming out. Some of the best Daredevil stuff of all time. Beautiful cover on the front, beautiful cover on the back. Here come the man and women without fear. That's right, Elektra puts on some of the Daredevil garb, and that's pretty fun. In addition to that, we have the Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume number 1. If you guys have seen my comic book room tour, you probably thought, oh, Cody's already got that, why'd he buy it again? This one's for my brother. I got it for him as a Christmas present, and it just took long to ship, so I wasn't able to give it to him for Christmas, but that's all right, man. I think that my brother will very much enjoy some Ultimate Spider-Man goodness. I don't think he's read any of this material before, and I really am hoping that it just gets him jump started into reading some Ultimate Spider-Man, some really great Marvel material here. Of course, the Brian Michael Bendis and Mark Bagley stuff, if you've never read it, pretty good. Last thing in this box is the Far Sector Deluxe Edition. You guys know I'm a huge fan of DC Deluxe Editions, and I decided to pick this one up, upgrading it from that trade that I had. N.K. Jemisin and Jamal Campbell on the art. If you've not read their Far Sector story, you gotta check it out. It's so good. Rookie Green Lantern Sojourn Jo Mullein is way out there, and she's a Green Lantern, but it's in a place far off from Earth. And it's a really great, fun sci-fi story. So Far Sector, the Deluxe Edition, Ultimate Spider-Man, the Omni, and the Chip Zdarsky Daredevil Omni as well. So that's the first part of today's comic book unboxing. A lot of great stuff from Marvel and DC, but let me show you what I got for that pre-owned sale from Bull Moose. I've never read Tom King's The Omega Men, so I found this for a pretty good deal. Tom King, Barnaby Bajenda. Hopefully I said that last name right. I don't know anything about this story. You guys know I'm a big fan of Tom King, much to maybe my audience's chagrin. I know Tom King gets a lot of hate, but I love Tom King. Definitely want to check out this story that I've not heard anybody talk about. We also have the Wonder Woman by Greg Rucka, Volume 1. I got this for a really good price. You guys see that. Based on all the material that's collected in this, I'm really excited to read some Greg Rucka Wonder Woman. It's always a thing of like which, format to collect this stuff in, but I think these books are, larger trade paperback size. So I think that this was a pretty nice pickup. So we got some Wonder Woman. We also have some Batman. We have Batman Reptilian. If you've not read this series by Garth Ennis with art from Liam Sharp, some really crazy looking stuff in here. Just show you guys a little bit before we show the rest of the art for all these pickups, just to give you guys a little taste. That's Liam Sharp stuff. And yeah, just a really fun Batman story. Got a nice little hardcover for pretty cheap. And then last but not least, got this little postcard thing, came with a Blu-ray at some point, but a nice little Aquaman related art thing. I'll probably put that on the filing cabinet. We also have Tolkien's The Silmarillion. This matches the kind of format that I have all my other Lord of the Rings books in. So that was a really nice find. It's pretty similar to the other printings of that. So now I have the Silmarillion and I have the rest of the Lord of the Rings books. That should be pretty fun. Maybe at some point I'll decide to read it in 2026. We also have Stephen Hawking's A Briefer History of Time Illustrated. So this is really cool. One of my favorite books of all time is A Brief History of Time, but now we have Stephen Hawking's A Briefer History of Time with illustrations in it. And then last but not least, for a comic book, we have Kingdom Come, the DC Compact. Picked this up for a little under $8, but like I was saying, a lot of this stuff was free because it was a buy one, get one for free sale if it was pre-owned. So yeah, that's what we have in the comic book haul, but let's do some of the overviews to show you guys some of the art and some of the issues that are included. First things first, let's take a look at the Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus. So you guys have probably already seen this material before. If you read it, it's that classic Mark Bagley stuff. So it's Peter Parker in high school, and it's probably my favorite Spider-Man run of all time. I'm really hoping my brother enjoys reading through it, because I know that when I read through it for the first time, it just blew my mind. I'd never read a Spider-Man comic that was as good as this stuff. So Brian Michael Bendis, Mark Bagley, Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume number 1, and it includes issues number 1 through 39 and 1/2, whatever that means. So pretty cool. Hope to give that to my brother sometime soon and he can start reading it. Let's take a look at Chip Zdarsky, Marco Cacchetto's Daredevil Omnibus Volume number 1, collecting issues number 1 through 30 from their 2019 run, and also annual number 1 as well. If you guys haven't read this stuff, man, it's so sick. Marco Cacchetto has such a great look for Daredevil. Chip Zdarsky has a really good Daredevil run. I'm not how people are feeling about it right now, but when it was coming out, everybody was really speaking its praises. I had jumped on maybe like issue 12 or something like that, and I had to back up and read the stuff previous and read all of this, and then hopefully get the Omnibus Volume number 2. You guys know that Daredevil was one of my reading goals for the year, and yeah, I cannot wait to revisit some of this Daredevil stuff. Like I was saying, haven't read it since it came out. I just have such fond memories, it being my first ever Daredevil series pulling on the stands. So yeah, Marco Cacchetto, Chip Zdarsky, Daredevil Omnibus Volume 1. Gotta get that Volume 2. Let's take a quick look at Far Sector, the deluxe edition. N.K. Jemisin and Jamal Campbell. This is such a fun series, man. When I first read it, I just fell in love with Joe Mullen as a character. Honestly, maybe my favorite Green Lantern. Is that crazy? I haven't read too much Green Lantern. I know some people really like Hal Jordan, right? You got your Alan Scott fans. Does Guy Gardner have any fans? But I personally think Joe Mullen is my favorite Green Lantern. She's such a cool character. I like the take that Al Ewing's taking with her on the Absolute Green Lantern side of things too. But yeah, this Far Sector material is just so good. It's that, you know, cosmic sort of wacky sci-fi-ness, but in the DC universe, something that I don't get exposed to a ton, more of on the Marvel side as far as the cosmic goes, right? So yeah, just some really great cosmic DC stuff. And you got that great artwork from Jamal Campbell, who's experiencing some real great success now, getting attached to a new Zatanna series that's coming out very shortly. And then last but not least, let's just take a quick look at the Omega Men stuff. So like I was saying, haven't read this material before. Omega Men, I imagine it's like, I don't know, is it as good as, it's probably not as good as Mr. Miracle, because I just don't hear anybody talk about it. I don't even know if it's as good as Strange Adventures, same thing. Nobody talks about it. But I was flipping through it, art looks pretty solid. Tom King series that I haven't read just yet, and it looked pretty sci-fi, so that definitely piqued my interest. Let's take a look at that Wonder Woman by Greg Rucka, volume number 1. This is some cool stuff. Who's got the art on this? So we got J.G. Jones and Drew Johnson. Yeah, dude, this is so sick. And you guys know I haven't read too much Wonder Woman before, right? So this Greg Rucka stuff would be all new to me. A lot of people are hating the current Tom King stuff. They're saying that Greg Rucka is the go-to Wonder Woman material, so excited to get into this sometime soon. And this collects, you guys see it back there, Wonder Woman 195 to 205, and also Wonder Woman the Hecatia. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at Liam Sharp and Garth Ennis's Batman Reptilian. I showed you guys a little bit of the art before, but yeah, man, just some of the most unique Batman art that I've ever seen. Liam Sharp has such a unique style. And yeah, this is going to be a fun one to revisit. I picked up in single issues it was coming out. I think it was DC Black Label series. Yeah, so DC Black Label, you guys know I'm a big fan of that stuff. And now I have this nice little Batman hardcover that I got for free. That was pretty cool. Last but not least, let's take a look at Kingdom Come. It's got that classic Alex Ross artwork, but I'm loving it on this compact paper stock, man. I think it's so sick. Kingdom Come, one of the most legendary stories of all time. One of my personal favorites. That beautiful Alex Ross art. I remember reading this for the first time. The Alex Ross art just blew my mind, man. So excited to own this compact comic. You guys know I'm trying to collect all the compact comics and cover them here on the channel for you guys. So yeah, Kingdom Come, Mark Waid, Alex Ross, collecting the entire series there. But that's what we have for the comic book haul for today. A lot of great stuff. Really excited to give my brother the Ultimate Spider-Man omnibus. Excited to check out the Daredevil stuff later this year, revisit some of that. Far Sector got upgraded to the deluxe edition, and we got some nice collected editions for free at the Bull Moose near me. So that's what we have for today's video. Nice little comic book haul. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments what the best pickup of today was. And while you're down there, like if you like, sub if you love, and if you really like it, you can hype it. It really helps out the channel. Thank you guys for watching and read more comics.